I think Marathon will be canceled. Look, nobody is vibing with the game. I mean, nobody except you typing right now down in the comments. Seriously though, how many of you have seen anything positive about this game? Probably that interesting 90s old school aesthetic that the game had going for itself. And that was stolen. Look at this. Look at this and tell me this doesn't look like the entirety of Marathon minus the guns. And guess who created this? Not Bungie. I'm sure all of you have heard it by now, so I'm not going to waste your time. Just know that they got caught plagiarizing again. 2021 Destiny 2 Witch Queen trailer. 2023 Destiny 2 cutscene. 2024 Destiny 2 Ace of Spades Nerf gun. And now Marathon. Like almost all of it. To get my 2 cents, do I think Bungie lacks creative depth? No. So this was likely due to the processes that they have in their department that causes them to overlook extremely important things and ask extremely important questions like, is this your art or not? To back that claim, if you take a look on LinkedIn, most of the people that got let go from Bungie earlier were from QA. And QA is usually the first group of people to go before the company just pisses off the public by doing something as crazy as this. I was honestly excited about Bungie's next big game, so I don't want this to fail. I promise. I don't want this to. I really was looking forward to this game, and you'll never find me rooting for this game to fail. But what you will hear is realism for me. And looking at the equation, Bungie is cooked. This is not the first time Bungie has played with fire. Pun, quite intentional. In the late 90s, Bungie released a strategy game titled Myth 2, which was a sequel to their successful Myth, which released with a critical bug. This bug will literally wipe your hard drive if you uninstall it. This almost caused them to go bankrupt, but was saved by the Microsoft acquisition because initially they were creating games specifically for Macs. Fast forward, Halo 2 also had to be delayed due to overpromises and was almost released prematurely. I believe that may have been mostly Microsoft's fault, but at the same time, Bungie could have overpromised some things and got overly ambitious. But they were able to get a delay, which probably avoided tanking Bungie along with the Xbox, because Halo is literally the reason Xbox exists right now. Bungie also released OG Destiny in a mid-state. Joseph Staten, I hope I'm saying that correctly, he was the cinematic director of Halo Combat Evolved, lead writer of Halo 2 and 3, and probably the reason Halo Infinite even launched. He wrote the story for Destiny originally, and the leads at Bungie was like, nah, that ain't it. They removed all of his material, replaced it with their own in a short amount of time. And if you play OG Destiny, then you know.
I don't even have time to explain why I don't have time to explain.
Bungie also joined Activision, then was let go because Destiny wasn't meeting financial expectations. Miraculously, Bungie got to keep Destiny, but now they just got bought by Sony for $3+ billion. And now we're here, where Bungie is at the crossroads again, and this time they don't have a game like Halo with the fire track record to give them some leeway or some leverage, and they also likely don't have anyone that's going to go to bat for them this time. See, Bungie has always worked on multiple projects at a time, and interestingly enough, this multi-project process has cooked them almost every time. Now we're here with possible Concord Jr.
I know in a previous video I said this is a bad comparison, but that was before the public got their hands on Marathon and said it sucks. Plus they committed acts of stealing art, which is called plagiarism.
Because they are too busy focusing on too many projects and less busy refining their actual processes to put out quality or a complete vision. In the past, Microsoft and Activision would be viewed as the ones in the wrong, quote unquote, when it comes to Bungie and their progress on projects. When here we are again with Bungie in trouble, and it seems like there is one common denominator. Bungie. It seems they are always in something. Some kind of trouble. Some kind of, oh snap, we need help. We don't know what we're doing low key. And they're the ones that actually need the oversight and less creative freedom, unfortunately. So with everything I just said, here's why I think Bungie and Marathon is cooked. I wish the absolute best for them, but these guys are cooked. Like I said before, Sony spent $3.6 billion on not only full ownership of Bungie, but Destiny and any of their IPs they were working on, which includes Marathon. Sony don't have Microsoft money, not even close. So they can't obviously throw away $1 billion, let alone 3. They need to make something shake. They need to provide something. I'm leaving here with something. I'm surprised they spent so much, honestly. And look, Sony already don't like Bungie like that. Sony president Hiroki Totoki in 2024, I don't know why I said it like that, stated, Bungie needs to be better at assuming accountability in development timelines. Sony has also been having a nightmare situation with their games as a service push, with Jim Ryan being let go, retiring. And what's interesting is Bungie already laid off 200 plus people and was essentially integrated into Sony. But how much of this integration actually happened? Because if this is the result of that, what would be the next steps, you know? like what else can we do? They keep failing us. At the end of the day, it's leadership that matters, man. Like, leadership is what led Sony to go down this terrible plan, half-baked plan for games as a service for PlayStation. It led to the creation of the term Concord, toxic positivity, oh my God. It led Bungie to almost get canceled multiple times throughout its existence, and now it's leading to the possible inexistence of a studio that has gave us the greatest game of all time. So what should Sony do? If it was me, y'all, scrap Marathon completely. Get rid of it. Marathon already exists, and you about to taint that by making this stolen art when the original game doesn't even look like this at all. It genuinely feels like this is just an unambitious product. I don't know, the idea just ain't vibing, bro. Marathon was already developed in the past by Bungie. Why plagiarize yourself low-key? Just scrap it. Change the leadership and find someone with passion, not just for games and traits and trends, but actual creativity and innovation. Someone who puts that first before they line their pockets with millions of dollars that could have went to the talent that bring creative visions to life. They need to cut the head off the snake, that is Bungie, replace it with a new head, and tell other companies to stop getting bamboozled by Jade Raymond. But anywho, that's all I got, man. I wish the best for Bungie. I promise. Yo, you guys, man, y'all may not be the Bungie that I remember. Y'all might be, because y'all still tripping. I don't know. I wish the best for Bungie. I wish the best for Marathon, even though I believe it should get cooked or canceled. But, you know, until then, with that being said, until next time, these are my thoughts. And I'll catch y'all later. Peace.